from a stance where you come in and you control and you hands like this. Right. One counter to this, if he comes in on me and he does this, and this, right? But you have to practice something like this so that it happens the instant you feel contact, but you can't take your time and play around with it. Okay. Another thing that happens is sometimes when someone comes in, say if your arm is here and they come in, they tie your arm up. And then tie my arm up here like this. Okay. The thing to do is that you always go forward toward the target. Like don't try to pull yourself away. Don't try to pull your hands back. They're going toward the target. And a lot of people, they're conditioned that once they touch somebody's hands, they think they have to withdraw the hands to continue going in, but you don't. So sometimes when you come in on someone, you hit, and it looks like they stopped you, you can still shoot your hand forward. So if you practice this, you can hit, shoot your hand forward, right? Sometimes when someone comes in, like they do a common thing like a pox out, when somebody does a pox out, you slap your hand out of the way like this. But if you train yourself, somebody comes in and you do a pox out, right? You can make it so that your hand doesn't move. It doesn't go out of the way, right? And after that, when they come in, again, you can come in, poke them in the eyes, right? But generally, like if someone has their hand, like they hold your hands like this, you can turn in this way and hit this way, right? So you can turn in this way against the thumb, and you can hit this way. So you have your hands from the top, like they're holding your hands down like this, but your hand like this, you do the same thing. But I mean like your palms are down on my hands. Like this. You can come around. This is kind of like a lot of people like to come in and do this kind of thing like this. But from here, if somebody comes in like this on you, and they do this, you can still go forward. You know, people try to do all this fancy stuff. The best thing for you to do is just carry it to the person, right? So, anytime you touch your hands, go in, right? So that touching your hand, you spring off of it, right? You just kind of catch their pressure for an instant, right? To make sure that they're not trying to pull you, because they could come like this, right? But catch it for an instant, then you come off of it, right? So those are some of the basic ways to counter some of the trapping moves that people make. And when I counter stuff, I really don't think about how I'm going to counter it. I just let my body react to whatever comes out. But since this is an instructional video, you have to kind of break stuff up and present it in a way that somebody else gets some idea what's going on. But personally, I don't follow patterns. You know? It's like when somebody gets hold of my hand, right? I know if I go against the thumb is weak and it can't hold. Right? If someone, you know, gets me like this, I know that I can come around. I can go forward. Right? When you go forward, you have to make sure that the other hand is covered also. And when you're doing this, Your target could be here with a vest. Target could be here. But you always want your hand so that you got this hand checked, right? You can't really check something like, people talk about being able to just go like this. Well, if I just touch somebody like this, he can hit me all day long. There's nothing I can do about it. So I don't have any way to read this, right? So if he's touching me, he has to have me like this. Right? If I go around, if he goes around, around their arms, So when you touch somebody, make sure now when the angles are in like this, not just like this, because this is like wide open. He can hit it. There's nothing I can do with it, right? But if I get his arms like this, then he tries to hit. It's like I can hit him, but he can't hit me. Right? So that's another thing that you want to get a handle on. But generally, all the complex traps I see people do, somebody can stop them with just a movement of their arms. Like sometimes people come in, they come in like this. If he turns his arm